What is up, family? Welcome to Within a Brooke. I am Brooke, and I will be your host for today. Today, we are talking about focusing on the wrong energy, right? So, if you're feeling like your life is heavy, if you are feeling like it is dull, if you're feeling like you don't have any energy, or that life isn't really working for you, then this is a message for you, right? And it may not be life that isn't working out for you. It is your attention, right? And focusing on the wrong energy will have you, it's kind of like having 10 conversations within a room, but only focusing on one person, focusing on one thing rather than seeing there are many other options. It's like you go into the room and you see this person, say this person is your mind, right? And it's saying, oh, well, this isn't working out for me. This isn't working out for me. This person is doing this. I can't find a job. I can't do this. I don't have money, and what you're focusing on is the wrong things. You're not seeing that this other person over here may have an opportunity for you. You're not focusing over here where this other person has their heart open to you and they want a friend, right? You're just focusing on the old you. And if you have been through this spiritual awakening, have been working on yourself, then it's time to get out of those loops. It's time to get out of those frequencies that are pulling you down rather than lifting you up. And this is all about reprogramming your mind, right? Because what we focus on is what we create. Now, before coming into any type of spirituality or anything like this, we're kind of asleep. We think that the world is what it is and there's nothing that we can do to change it. And maybe things do always suck for us, right? But when we come into our spiritual awareness and when we see everything works from the inside out, everything is within. That's why this is within a Brooke, within the universe. And your universe is within you. So within Stacy, within Sarah, within whoever is here, right? And understand that you create your reality. So rather than focusing on what isn't working out, reprogram your mind to the higher frequencies, right? Which is, I am supported. I do have friends. This may not have worked out, but everything is still working out for me. It just means that it isn't meant for me, right? So reprogramming and reframing your mind is the key here. And you see, once you start working from the inside out, you may have to feel within your body and do some shadow work around why you have these beliefs. But eventually, when you start shifting your mind and you start to see, when you shift your mind, you shift your perspective, that is when things blossom, right? So maybe it could be like, I don't have a job. I don't know why I don't have any money. Instead of saying that, say, you know what? I have a job. I always receive these opportunities. Feel it within you, because feeling is what brings the vibration up, right? So feel the relief of getting this job. Feel the relief of receiving money from getting this job, right? And then be open. But then you also have to act. You have to co-create with the universe, right? So let me just check some notes here. Yeah. And I feel like, so this is all about the nervous system too. So your nervous system rules everything. And if your nervous system isn't feeling nurtured, if it isn't feeling the love from you, it's going to be searching elsewhere for safety, right? It's going to be focusing on what's wrong, what's uncertain, what's triggering, and what other people are doing, right? You're going to be feeling, oh, well, that person's doing this, and you feel like you don't have that within yourself, right? But you truly do. You just have to awaken it. You have to program yourself to do these things, right? Yeah. And then this is where we talk about the shift. So perception can be redirected. Life doesn't change first. Focus does. Emotional state follows where you're consistently looking, right? So you don't need a new life. You need a focal point inside your current one. And you need to focus on what it is that you want to receive in the life that you would want to have, rather than what you don't have right now, right? And then building blocks, step your way up, right? Step your way up, work one thing at a time, and consistency is key, along with patience. Yeah. And a way to observe this is notice what you're consuming mentally. Also notice what you are consuming internally, right? So if you're always watching bad things on your phone, if you are doom scrolling and it's nothing but drama, or you're watching a lot of drama on TV, you're watching how people's lives are going into wreckage or whatever, you're going to be feeling that subconsciously, right? And you're going to be relating with that. Instead, pull away from that, spend some time alone, look into some self-help videos, some self-help books. There's a lot of things on YouTube. Honestly, everything that I've learned was basically for free on YouTube. I've never purchased any classes. Yeah, I bought some books and stuff. But yeah, it is out there. You just have to know where to find. And actually, if you're feeling this energy, I'm feeling low today. What can help me out? What can spike this up? And then, like I said, what you eat is very important. A lot of sugars. Sugar is the main source of cancer, and it is also the main source of diabetes, of glaucoma, and of Alzheimer's. Right? So try to limit your sugar intake, because it screws up your mind too, right? And also carbs, overloading on carbs, processed food, highly processed food, right? Anything that comes in a package. Try to eat whole foods and feel how your body resets from all of this beautiful food that you are feeding yourself. And your gut is the same lining as your mind, and your gut is actually the mind of your body. It triggers and it sends up signals to your mind, right? Of clarity or of distress, right? Let's see, what else do we have? Yeah, speak positive affirmations to yourself. The first thing, and if you've been watching me for a while, you know that journaling was key for me. Let's see, do I have any journals in here? I recently just put all my journals away, but actually I have been journaling a lot on my iPad, and going digital with it rather than a notebook, just because I'm at home a lot more. But carry a notebook around with you, and anytime you have like a bad thought, write it down. And then say, because then writing it down gets it out of your head so that you can see the patterns that you hold, right? And then cross it out and write a positive affirmation about it, right? So if you're distressing about, I'm just going to stick to it, about not finding a job, right? I'm not finding a job, I don't have any money. Cross those out and say, there are so many opportunities here for me. I'm so thankful for the job that I have received, right? Or I'm so thankful for the abundance or the support that I am receiving now. Abundance and support doesn't necessarily always mean money. Sometimes people gift you things, right? But don't lean on that. Take action so that if you do need a job or something like that, you are putting action out there to receive that, right? So because a lot of people, especially within the spiritual journey, they see that people are getting miraculous amounts of money out of nowhere. Yeah, that happens for some people, but it takes a lot of reprogramming and a lot of belief. So it's good within that time, if you are wanting to manifest that, find something for you now. And it's good to accept the now moment and say, you know what, I accept this. And don't, because resistance is persistence, right? So, if you resist your current reality, you're going to have that tension in you, right? Like, oh, I don't like this. And then you're going to focus on what's wrong. But if you accept it and say, I accept my reality, but I'm open for better. I understand that this is my current state, but I am always evolving, right? Focus on the good rather than the bad. And, you know, I'm only going to hit on this for a second because I do not want to be giving this a lot of energy, but there is things within the spiritual community about entities and draconians and all of these things like siphoning your energy and stuff. Stop giving them your energy, right? It's just like with bad people in the real world. That's really what it is. It's like people who don't have things try to drain others of that thing, rather that be happiness, energy, money. You know, they screw people over, whatever. They could be narcissists. Yeah, whatever, cool, let them be, right? The more you feed into that energy, the more that you will see that energy because you're focused on it. But when you cut yourself off and you create these boundaries and you say, you know what? We're not avoiding them. We're not being naive. We're accepting that, yes, they are here. But you are rising into this new level where they do not affect you, right? And you are able to put up boundaries. So, yeah, whatever. They're here. They don't affect me, though, because I am protected within the highest of the divine. I set boundaries. And if I see anything, I'm not even going to entertain it, right? Because it's when you get triggered that you spiral in your reaction spirals. And then you start spiraling down and focusing on the wrong things, which is a negative, where we always want to be either accepting the negative, feeling the shadows within ourselves, but then knowing that they are here for a reason. And the reason is to help us learn and help us evolve, right? And then we spiral back up. So this is what I have about, focusing on the wrong energies, reprogramming your life. Maybe some of you already have known this. Maybe some of you are new to this. So welcome in. My next video is actually going to be about triggers and why they are here. So thank you all for being here, and I will see you on the next one. Peace out. Much love. Oh, and check out my tarot channel too if you don't follow me there. So yeah. All right. Later.